Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Tina Fey, born Elizabeth Stamatina Fey on May 18, 1970, in Upper Darby, Pennsylvania, USA, is an American actress, comedian, writer, producer, and playwright. Widely regarded as one of the most influential comedic voices of her generation. Known for her sharp wit, intelligent humor, and groundbreaking work in both television and film, Fey has helped redefine what it means to be a woman in comedy. Early life and education. Fey grew up in a middle-class Greek-American family in Pennsylvania. She developed a love for comedy early, watching reruns of Saturday Night Live and the Honeymooners. Fey studied drama at the University of Virginia, where she graduated in 1992 with a Bachelor of Arts in drama. After college, she moved to Chicago, where she began performing with the legendary improv troupe The Second City. Her time there honed her skills in sketch writing and improvisation, laying the foundation for her later success. Breakthrough with Saturday Night Live in 1997, Tina Fey joined Saturday Night Live, SNL, as a writer, quickly rising through the ranks to become the show's first female head writer in 1999. Her sharp political satire and fearless humor helped rejuvenate the show during a period of transition. Fey also became a performer on SNL, most notably co-anchoring Weekend Update alongside Jimmy Fallon and later Amy Poehler. Her impersonation of Sarah Palin during the 2008 U.S. presidential election became iconic, turning into one of the most memorable moments in SNL history. 30 Rock and television success. After SNL, Fey created, wrote, and starred in the NBC sitcom 30 Rock, 2006 to 2013, a semi-autobiographical comedy inspired by her experiences working behind the scenes at SNL. She portrayed Liz Lemon, the neurotic head writer of a fictional sketch show, opposite Alec Baldwin as network executive Jack Donaghy. The series became a critical darling, praised for its clever writing, surreal humor, and biting media satire. 30 Rock earned numerous Emmy Awards, Golden Globes, and Screen Actors Guild Awards, solidifying Fey's reputation as a leading force in modern television comedy. Film career. Fey transitioned successfully to film with major hits such as Mean Girls, 2004, which she wrote and co-starred in. The film, adapted from the book Queen Bees and Wannabes, became a cultural touchstone and is often cited as one of the most quotable comedies of the 2000s. Fey later appeared in Baby Mama, 2008, Date Night, 2010, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, 2016, and Soul, 2020. In 2024, she starred in and produced the Mean Girls musical movie adaptation, continuing her connection to the franchise that helped define her film career. Other work and achievements beyond television and film. Fey is also a best-selling author. Her memoir Bossy Pants, 2011, became a runaway success, blending humor and insight in a reflection on her career, feminism, and personal life. The book spent weeks atop the New York Times bestseller list and cemented her status as a cultural icon. Fey has also been involved in stage work, including producing the Broadway adaptation of Mean Girls, which debuted in 2018 to strong reviews. Style and legacy. Tina Fey's comedy is characterized by intelligence, self-deprecation, and social commentary. She often explores themes of gender, ambition, and identity within male-dominated environments. As a writer, she's celebrated for blending absurdity with truth, and for creating complex female characters who are both vulnerable and powerful. Fey has received numerous honors, including multiple Emmy Awards, Golden Globes, the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, 2010, and a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, 2011. She remains a trailblazer who opened doors for women in comedy and television production, influencing a generation of writers and performers such as Mindy Kaling, Amy Schumer, and Issa Rae. Personal life: Tina Fey married composer and producer Jeff Richmond in 2001, and they have 2 daughters. Despite her fame, Fey is known for maintaining a relatively private personal life and for keeping her focus on her work and advocacy for women in entertainment. In all, Tina Fey stands as a defining figure of 21st-century comedy, a writer, performer, and producer whose intelligence and humor have reshaped American pop culture. Influence on modern comedy and feminist media: Tina Fey's influence extends far beyond her performances. She has fundamentally reshaped how women are perceived and represented in comedy. Before Fey's rise, mainstream comedy often relegated women to secondary roles or comedic stereotypes. Through her writing and characters, Fey challenged those norms by showing that women could be both funny and powerful, awkward and authoritative, flawed yet admirable. Her work on 30 Rock in particular became a template for modern workplace comedies featuring strong, complex female leads. The character of Liz Lemon was a refreshing departure from traditional TV archetypes. She was intelligent, neurotic, sarcastic, ambitious, and constantly balancing the chaos of her personal life with her demanding career. Fey used humor to highlight the absurdities of being a woman in a male-dominated industry, from gender inequality to social expectations. In interviews and speeches, Fey has consistently emphasized that women in comedy shouldn't have to conform to male standards or play the token female role. Her success inspired a new generation of female comedians and writers, including Amy Poehler, Mindy Kaling, Kristen Wiig, and Phoebe Waller-Bridge, to take creative control of their work and craft characters that reflect their realities. Fey also helped redefine political satire for a new era. Her portrayal of Sarah Palin on SNL in 2008 didn't just parody a political figure, it shaped public perception of that election. The sketches went viral before viral videos were a dominant cultural force, and they underscored the growing power of comedy to influence political discourse. Fey's Palin impression remains one of the most famous in television history, blending sharp mimicry with biting commentary. Writing philosophy and creative approach: as a writer, Tina Fey is known for her disciplined approach and deep respect for structure. She's spoken often about her years at the Second City, where she learned the importance of listening, collaboration, and the cornerstone of improv comedy. These principles guided her writing for SNL and 30 Rock, where timing, rhythm, and character development were as important as punchlines. Fey also brings a literary sensibility to her scripts. Her writing is filled with layered references, wordplay, and satire that appeal to both casual viewers and those who appreciate subtext. In Mean Girls, for instance, she used high school dynamics to critique social hierarchies and gender performance. In 30 Rock, she transformed network television itself into a subject of satire. Her humor often targets the absurdities of modern life, especially the contradictions faced by women trying to succeed professionally while dealing with expectations about appearance, motherhood, and behavior. This blend of intelligence and relatability made her voice one of the most distinctive in American comedy. Cultural impact and representation: Tina Fey's cultural impact reaches across generations. Mean Girls, 2004, remains a pop culture phenomenon, spawning memes, a Broadway musical, and even a new film adaptation 2 decades later. Phrases like, "Fetch," "You can't sit with us," and "On Wednesdays we wear pink" have become part of the social lexicon, testaments to the movie's staying power. Beyond its humor, the film offered a subtle critique of how teenage girls are socialized to compete rather than support one another, making it a lasting feminist text disguised as a teen comedy. In 30 Rock, Fey addressed topics that mainstream sitcoms often avoided, from diversity in the workplace to media ethics and celebrity culture. Her ability to confront social issues through satire earned her praise from critics and scholars alike. She has also been a vocal advocate for women behind the camera. Through her production company, Little Stranger, Fey has mentored young female writers and helped develop new shows that give women stronger creative roles. Later work and continued relevance after 30 Rock. Fey continued to shape television as a producer and writer. She co-created the hit Netflix series Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, 2015 to 2019, which explored resilience, trauma, and optimism through absurdist comedy. The show, starring Ellie Kemper, received critical acclaim and multiple Emmy nominations. Fey later executive produced the Peacock series Girls 5 Eva, 2021 to 2023. About a 1990s girl group reuniting decades later, another example of her fascination with fame, reinvention, and female solidarity. Even as the comedy landscape evolves, Fey remains a relevant and respected voice. She frequently collaborates with longtime creative partners like Amy Poehler, with whom she's co-hosted multiple Golden Globe Awards, earning praise for their quick wit and natural chemistry. Legacy. Tina Fey's legacy lies in her ability to combine intelligence, satire, and vulnerability to create comedy that resonates on both emotional and intellectual levels. She broke barriers for women in television writing and paved the way for diverse voices to tell their own stories. Her career demonstrates that humor can be both subversive and deeply human, that laughter, when wielded with precision, can challenge power and reshape culture. She stands as a model for the modern multi-hyphenate artist, writer, performer, producer, and cultural thinker, whose influence will continue to ripple through comedy, film, and television for decades to come. Awards, honors, and recognition. Tina Fey's career has been decorated with some of the most prestigious honors in the entertainment industry, reflecting not only her comedic genius but also her groundbreaking influence as a creator and leader in television and film. Over the years, she has built a reputation as one of the few artists to achieve both critical acclaim and widespread popular appeal. Fey has received 9 Primetime Emmy Awards, 3 Golden Globe Awards, 5 Screen Actors Guild Awards, and 7 Writers Guild of America Awards, among numerous others. Her work on Saturday Night Live and 30 Rock earned her multiple accolades. And 30 Rock alone received a staggering 103 Emmy nominations during its run. In 2010, Fey received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, one of the highest honors for comedians.
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.